Ha ha ha! We got some axes right here. Man, I feel like a warrior. What is going on, guys? This is Mohammed with Express Car Reviews and Barman Auto Sales. Today I want to take you on my overland build. I want to show you one of the most essential items that I bring with me on the trail and why I carry each item. So I'm really curious to show you pretty much everything about my overland build. I'm very excited. This is one of my hobbies and passion, and I enjoy doing this very much. So without any further ado, don't forget to check out Barman Auto Sales, one of the largest local used car dealerships located here in Central California, Bakersfield, California. And without any further ado, guys, let's begin. So let's go ahead and walk to the back. So for this truck, I built a platform that is like a sleeping platform, and come over to the back. It's a sleeping platform slash storage platform. I think this is very essential for anyone that has a 4x4 that wants to go off-roading. You need to be able to take your stuff with you and your recovery and your tools, and at the same time you still want enough space to be able to sleep and camp and whatnot, especially in the cold nights. You just don't want to be sleeping outside, right, in the snow. The other thing is, I chose this truck because Toyota from the early 2000 eras, in the late 1990s era, they had some of the greatest 4x4, some of the most reliable platforms, and some of the greatest 4x4 systems in the world. And they still do that, but just on a different kind of level, you know, with technology and everything else. So that's why I chose the Toyota Sequoia. It's a 2006. That's one reason. The other big reason I chose it is because it's the largest Toyota 4x4 SUV you can get, and I would actually argue it's one of the most capable over the 4Runner and the Land Cruiser, even though it's of this size. I believe the size helps the truck off-road, and this one tended to prove me on many occasions. I take it off-road. I put a Dobinson's lift kit, but that's going to be for a different video. If you want to see the full video build on this one, it is available on my channel. Go ahead and check it out. I'll put the link for that video in the description below. So this is my setup, guys. Of course, as you can see, as I mentioned, I put a mattress right here. This is a full-size mattress. I have a seat, that's why it's not flush. So you can see it is completely flush. So you can literally go and sleep, and you know, it's super comfortable. Honestly, whenever I slept here, I just slept like a baby. So I have my bed right here, and then you might ask yourself, well, what if I need to bring my family or friends or whatever? I have extended the platform. I built this, you know, shout out to David, by the way, for helping me building this. We put an extension right here that you can, it's as easily as just lifting this and sliding it out, and you just push it in, and then you will be able to have access to the rear seat. I'm not going to do that right now, but you get the point. It's a very easy access to the seat. Once you slide it out that way, you can go ahead and open up your back seat. So this is my sleeping platform. Let's go ahead and move on to the things that I carry. By the way, shout out to Paul for helping me in this video. I really appreciate that, bro. I have two drawers. One drawer, I have all my tools. All my recovery supplies is right here. So this is tools and recovery supply. Check this out. I can perform pretty much any job that that I need to, as far as mechanically wise. So let me pull this one out right here. So this is my first power setup. This is an impact wrench or socket or whatever they call it. As you can see, I got this from Amazon. It was an amazing deal. I got this one and the wrench as well, which is, let me show it to you, which is going to be this one. So this is going to be more for like mechanic work, and it comes with two batteries and a charger and all the extensions that you need. A phenomenal tool. I cannot tell you how many times this thing made its money over and over and over. It comes as a kit, this one and this one. This is going to be for the lug nuts, but it's really cool because not only you can do big lug nuts, it's very powerful to remove any lug nut whatsoever. It'll help you change out spare tires very quickly with a press of a button. But this one is also good because you can literally put any extension you like. So like right now, you can see I put an impact driver extension, so I can use a screwdriver, a Hicks star key, and many other extensions. So But for the most part, this is used for suspension work and for lug nuts. So super important tool, guys. Very, very important. You want this, definitely want this for your overland setup. So I got both of these guys. This one and the wrench. Super. This is the impact socket. These two items, I believe I got them for $160. That's insane. They come with 4 batteries total. They come with chargers. They come with extensions. They come with the case, with everything you need. $160. Look, I'm a huge fan of the big brand names that you can get for, you know, however much, maybe 500 bucks or so to get like a big brand, Milwaukee or whatever other name. But you just can't beat that. And my mechanic, he's a professional mechanic of 20 years. He still uses his Amazon brand lug nut impact wrench. He still uses that. So if it's good for him, it's good for me too. I'm not even a mechanic, but that's why I got these two. All right, guys. So obviously, you got the impact wrench, and it comes with some extensions for the most part, the major ones. But you have to get an impact socket set. Let me show you this guy. This is gonna be for pretty much all your work. Again, this is a 3/8 extension. You can use it with the big gun. You can use it with the wrench, the impact socket. You can use it with everything. It will make your jobs, any job you need, oil change, brake job, suspension job, control arms, motor swaps, anything, transmission swaps. You can literally use these. They go all the way up to 19. And if you need bigger sizes, you can buy them separately. Again, from Amazon, I believe it was like 20 or 30 bucks. You cannot beat that. You absolutely need this. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. This one is a classic old school socket set. And again, you don't need all these, obviously, but you never know what are you gonna need. These are for more for like the bigger sizes. If you need to use it for the impact or not, you have bigger sizes right here. They go up to 1 inch, I want to say. This is a 28th size, so you can do more jobs, right? Obviously, you don't need all these, but this is my custom tailored, you know, tool set. Okay. Now these, I bought this before I got the impact wrench, because my first impact wrench, it didn't come with all the extensions for the lug nuts. This one is a lug nut set, right? So a lug nut set is for, these are basically double. So you have one size here, one size here. Look, one size here and one size here, right? Two different sizes. You can remove, this is called it's thin walled. It's meant for impact, 22 and 21. These you use them for any tire whatsoever to remove any wheel, okay? Starting from 17 all the way up for the bigger lug nut size. Very, very essential. Again, from Amazon for maybe about 10-15 bucks. Great deal, great quality. Move on to the next. And of course, for recovery, you're going to need a recovery strap. And I like this. I got this from Amazon. I really like it because it comes with the hookup, so you can literally hook it up right here. Let's go down. So you can literally just go like this, and you can recover any vehicle out from the trail. Okay, that's also, by the way, another thing that I bought from Amazon. I think it was about $20 to $30. I get that. It's a great way to put it in your tow hitch. Never use the ball hitch alone, because I've seen these come out so many times. You don't want to use the ball hitch alone, because if it came out, it will bounce right back at the car that it has been pulled out. So that's what you need, a great tool for recovery. Of course, you can't go wrong with the classic good old jump start. This is a high quality jump start cables. It can jump start any vehicle you need. Very essential, especially if you're camping. You don't want to run out of battery. Sometimes maybe you might leave a light on, you might leave a cigarette, whatever. You know, you want to have jump start. Okay, it's better to have a jumper, but if you don't have that, to the minimum, you need jump start cables. Okay, next, we got some axes right here. All right, this is one of my favorite overlanding items right here. Man, I feel like a warrior. All right, so this is a full-size axe right here. It weighs about 3.5 pounds. I got it from Home Depot, a great brand, lifetime warranty, 25 bucks. Great tool to have, especially when you go out to the wood. You want to chop some. This is actually not very good for chopping like big logs because it's light. It's only 3.5 pounds. This is for light application, right? This is more like for fighting, just to feel cool, just to look cool. I got this as a gift, so you know what? This is a bottle opener right here, and this is to, you know, I don't know, I guess you can use it for hunting or whatever. I'm just, you know, just to look cool, to be honest with you. But this is more for function. If you want the one to chop logs and to, you know, like basically cut big logs of wood, you want to get the full size one. They have it at Harbor Freight and it's about 20 bucks. It's so worth it. But I got this one because I don't really, you know, need it, and it's just a lot of weight that I don't want to carry with me. This is a very basic air compressor. I am going to invest in an onboard ARB air compressor, high pressure air compressor. I think it's a twin motor. I will be investing in one of these because I tried them on one of my friend's cars and it worked phenomenally. I think it's worth every dollar. You put an onboard one, especially if you go off into the trail, you need an onboard air compressor. Or you get with you a CO2 tank, which not a lot of people have access to. But as of right now, I got this just for emergency. It's just a basic air compressor. You plug it into your cigarette lighter and you will be able to pump the air and whatnot. So this is very, very slow and it gets hot quick. It's not really a great item, understandably so, because it's like really cheap. It's like 10 bucks or 20 bucks or whatever. So you do want a high pressure air compressor, but that's just what we're working with for now. Just in case I need to build something, I always have a pack of screws with me. It's just nice to have. If you ever, you know, never know what happens. You might like get stuck somewhere, and for extreme emergency, you might get stuck in the mountain for however long. You want to be able to possibly build like a small shed or shelter. A bunch of screws definitely help. Another thing I carry with me that I believe is very, very essential for tools is a pack of fuses. These are all the different fuses you may need for your car. Very important, because if you get one fuse out, you might not even be able to start your car. So if you have fuses, you'll get back on the road with something that is very, very simple. So always carry a pack of fuse and also a tester. I have my tester right here. In this bag, I have like a bunch of miscellaneous socket sets and stuff. Like this exceptionally beautiful one. It's very open, so it gets in narrow places. It's very thin, you can see, so you can literally slip it anywhere and unbolt anything. And it has a joint, so it's very flexible. So these are very, very important for overlanding. Pittsburgh, I love this brand. Cheap, reliable, great item to have. It has all the sizes. It goes all the way from 10 all the way to 15. And then of course a bunch, move closer right here, a bunch of screwdrivers, a bunch of extensions, knives, wire cutters, you know, spark plugs, socket remover set like this right here, joints, different joints. So just a bunch of miscellaneous tools that I like to carry with me. But I collected these based on experience, so to each individual is going to have his own custom miscellaneous tools. This is for you to decide what you need and what you don't need. But if I had to definitely recommend one, it's going to be this. Definitely you need that, and obviously you're going to need some flathead and screwdrivers, Phillips and flathead, and you also need some knives. Wire cutter is very, very nice. I use this so many times, I can't tell you how much. Filter wrench remover to remove your oil filter. Also this one, if you do your own oil changes, super nice to have. This has all the major sizes: 14, 17, 18 and 19. You can change any oil, any car, just using only this wrench. Very important to have. I love this. It cost me about $20 from AutoZone, and it's a Duralast lifetime warranty. It comes with this big one, and it also comes with a small one that has 8, 10, 12, and I believe 13. Super helpful. I use these almost in every single job that I work on cars. They come together for 20 bucks. You can't beat that. So this is it for my miscellaneous tools. I wish I can go more into detail on these, but we're kind of crunched on time. So what do we have right here? Let me see. What do we have right here? Oh yeah, so right here we have a lot of straps. in case I need to carry anything on the roof rack, I want to be able to tie it down. So it's very nice to have a lot of straps with you. It's very, very helpful. You know, these are some of these things that you come in clutch. This is going to be my hammer. Very basic hammer, $10 at Home Depot, more or less. You need it all the time. So this is it, guys, for my tools. I just kind of wanted to show you what kind of tools that I take with me on my overlanding setup. It's a very, I think, in my opinion, somewhat comprehensive tool set. Oh, you know what? One more thing, very, very important. A scanner. Sometimes you're going down the road, your engine starts misfiring, cylinder number 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. You want to be able to know what's going on with your car. Check engine light comes on. Why is it coming on for? It's island rough. It has hesitation. It has so many things can come up, guys. I can't tell you how important this scanner, just for you to know what's wrong with your car. You want to fix your car, you want to be able to know what's wrong with your car. So this will tell you what's wrong with your car, and you have all the tools to be able to fix it if you're on the mountain or on the trail in case of emergency, right? So $20, Amazon. I think this is one of the best code readers. It's just a basic scanner that you can get. It's the Autel, very simple. It tells you if the car passes smog or if it doesn't. It tells you what kind of code. It's very fast. It never failed me at all. One of my favorite scanners of all time, just for for code reading. Very, very important. Now let's move to our cooking supply. This is one of my favorite sections right in here, guys. I want to start with something that I absolutely love. Okay, look, guys, you're out in the wood, you want to light a fire, you have to carry like a badass lighter, right? You don't want a regular lighter, you have to carry a badass lighter, because let's be honest, who doesn't need a badass lighter? Honestly, nobody needs it for overlanding. I just carry it because it's so freaking cool. Okay, so this is my lighter right here. Let me show you. Full flame, baby. Can we get that? Let's do a frame on that. Let's do a frame. Okay, this is one of my favorite tools, guys. Why? Because, so check this out. From Home Depot, this whole kit costs you about $70, more or less. I bought the same exact one. This is the GJ8000 Pro, just a different brand. Same cast iron belt, same nozzle, same buttons, same pretty much everything. And I got it for like $29 for this torch. Plus this guy right here. You know, you can buy this from any convenience store, or I got this from Home Depot. This is, I think, the perfect torch. Don't get a basic one. If you get a torch, this will last you a lifetime. Just get the Pro. The flame is really nice. You can also use it for freaking the MAP gas, which is a really high heat gas that you use for welding. So this is a very versatile torch that I use to light up fires, to sear steaks, to sear food. It's a beautiful tool to have. Definitely a must-have when you're in your overlanding gear. My cast iron, because if you're able to light up a fire, then you just need a cast iron to cook and to do whatever you need. You don't even need a grill or anything. You can just light up some wood, put the cast iron on top of it, and you can cook any steak or any meat or anything you need. I love cooking on cast iron. It's healthy, it's good, it's easy, and it gives you that beautiful taste and sear. I have 2 of them. I actually carry more than that, but you know, 2 is like a minimum. A basic knife. This is, again, not very functional. It's just to look cool, nothing more, nothing less. I guess sometimes you can say you can use it to open like freaking packaged food. Just, but yeah. Hand soap is a must. Once you've done cooking and stuff, you want to be able to wash your hands. A cutting board. King of the grill, Muhammad Rahman. Shout out to my wife for bringing me this nice gift. Thank you. This is a nice thing to have on the trail. You want to have a cutting board to put food on. Also, I got this from, my wife got it for me, I think from AliExpress. It's custom made. It has my name on it. Grill Master. Thank you, wifey, again for this beautiful gift. Thermostat is nice to have for cooking. I get like a bunch of knives. I get the spatula, you know, because I gotta feel like SpongeBob while making the burgers. You know what I'm saying? And then it has a tongue. It has everything you need when you want to cook, pretty much. I always carry with me these rubber rain shoes. This is very important to have. You know why? Because these are waterproof, guys. So if you go in an area where the snow is deep, you want to be able to slip these in and not worry about water soaking up your socks, you know? Very, very important to have. I recommend it. From Big 5, it was about $20. Another thing I carry is wet wipes. When you want to use number 2 in public, sometimes you don't have water. It's nice to have wet wipes, guys, to wipe that butt. You know what I'm saying? You always got to be clean. Another thing, this is not a must by any means, but I carry it just for fun. Okay, it's a BB gun, guys. This is just a BB gun to have fun. You know, this is not a must by any means, but I like carrying it. Look at this. Damn! This is made by SBR. It's fully automatic CO2 gun, super fun. The company that makes the real gun, SBR, they also make a BB gun version of it. So this looks real because it's built on the actual real SBR gun, okay? Oh, and there's one more thing, a flashlight. Obviously, you need a good quality flashlight, rechargeable with USB-C. This is everything I carry with me, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe and the bell button. It's gonna help me out a lot. And also don't forget to check out Barman Auto Sales, one of the largest local used car dealerships in Central California, Bakersfield, California. Until next time, guys, peace.